talking with Paul Clarke. Paul is the CEO and president of CanCambria, and these guys have a very interesting prospect they're developing, and it's really ready to go in, of all places, Hungary. Paul, Hungary may be a little bit under the radar for a lot of people, but not yours. Can you explain the big idea, literally as I understand it, a prospect that could transform energy dynamics on the continent of Europe?
That's right, Jim. Yeah, we're extremely pleased to be at EnerCom and be having presented this afternoon. Get the word out about CanCambria. We are, I want to say, really the only company sharing a big growth story in Europe. Europe absolutely needs some new discoveries, new production, minimal investment in the European Union for oil and gas projects, large-scale projects. Hungary imports most of its natural gas, as you know. A lot of that natural gas comes from Russia and a lot of optics around that. So we are looking to come into the country and meet their energy needs. And we have a pretty aggressive growth plan. We're a new company. We listed just about 8 months ago on the Toronto Exchange. And our entire cornerstone asset is in Hungary. We have over around 1,000 square kilometers in Hungary, which is, since we're in Denver, it's around 2.5 times the size of Denver County. So we have a huge footprint. We have near-term drilling plans. We plan to drill our first well next year and build out this low-risk, unconventional play, Thai gas play in Europe. Europe's ready for it.
Yes, it's way overdue. So you talk about this is a proven basin.
It really is. It's a proven basin there.
The name of the project, the name of the basin, give us a little science and geology and geography, if you would.
I will do. The name of the project, the Kiskunhalas project, the name derives from the local town. It's also the name of the sedimentary basin, high temperature, high pressure basin, very analogous to a lot of the basins in the US here. Pinedale springs to mind as one basin that I've worked. Vertical stacked pay sands, many wells in and around the region, lots of oil and gas shows, but minimal investment really over the last 30 years in that part of the world. Having said that, the 2 or 3 wells that are drilled in our area did test gas to surface. So they flowed at modest rates. We see the application of technology, both in terms of understanding the subsurface and then completing and hooking up the wells and stimulating the wells. One thing that sets Hungary apart actually from other jurisdictions is our ability to frack and stimulate wells. That's not the case in many other parts of Europe. So we are benefiting from a kind of a North American mindset in terms of the application of drilling and completion practices. So yeah, we hope to bring on 2 or 3 new wells next year.
Outstanding. You were anticipating my question. I was going to ask about how does the regulatory and governance support thinking in Hungary differ from the rest of the continent?
They recognize the need for oil and gas. There's a pretty significant decline. Most of the other countries, the non-EU countries, Ukraine, the UK for example, different reasons, but really production is flat. EU countries' production on a significant decline. So yeah, they recognize less reliance on Russia, pipeline gas, and they need to grow their domestic production. Just a small collection of companies that have access to that jurisdiction, and we're very opportunistic, one of those companies that can come in and hopefully make a difference.
So you talked about gas. Is there oil and NGLs? And what is your resource potential there?
Yeah, we talk about a Thai gas play, but it also comes with quite a significant amount of liquids. About 1/3 of the revenue for the wells is derived from liquids. It's a wet gas condensate retrograde system, meaning in the subsurface everything is gas. As it comes to the surface, the liquids fall out. And so yeah, we have a significant buffering of price. Natural gas trading at a really significant premium to US pricing, 250% premium. If the volatility comes in on that natural gas side, the liquids should protect some of the economics and some of those returns.
Outstanding. So again, on the economics, it sounds like a good handle on drilling costs. The government, they're treating you fairly on the royalty side. Your economics are making sense in a low-cost environment. Obviously, we're probably seeing a mid to higher range pricing environment going forward, given the incredible demand on gas growing. But I'm sure you've done your analysis there.
It's a little different. It's a little different mindset than what you would expect in North America. The royalty that we pay to the government take is just 2%, which is unheard of in any jurisdiction. Taxes in the single digits, so a really phenomenal fiscal terms, really pro oil and gas. They
Great
want
margins.
They want the numbers now. The well costs are fairly expensive, but when we realize, we're realizing $9-10 for the gas, where the net backs are in the region of 4 or 5.
You're always driving that down as you get better at it.
Yeah, exactly.
Fascinating story, CanCambria. Anything else investors should understand about what you plan on doing here the next year to 3?
Yeah, really an aggressive program. We came in with a 5-year vision in late 2022. We wanted to establish a presence. We wanted to do the science, build out the plan, and we're looking to drill our first well next year. So a fairly meaningful time frame in terms of growth. First production next year. We're bringing together a collection of the right people, the right asset, and importantly in a jurisdiction in Europe that needs gas, where we can actually operate and we can meet that 5-year plan. So yeah, we're excited what the next 18 months has to hold, and appreciate the interest in the project.
Yes, one last thing. Tell us more about the geology. It is an immense basin. It's proven, but I don't think a lot of people are familiar with it, and this is where the action takes place. So
yeah, I think we're maybe a little bit different than some of the resource companies. We're very focused and very disciplined in terms of where we want to deploy capital. We're not suggesting the surface of the earth is smeared with oil and gas. We know that we will live and die by those first series of wells, so we're very, very focused. The Pannonian Basin that we're in is very large. It's produced several million barrels of oil and gas, but certainly over the last 20, 25 years, very limited investment, a lot of low-hanging fruit. In particular, the concession that we just picked up here recently, competitive bid process, gives us a lot of opportunity to grow and then reinvest that cash flow once we get the project working. So yeah, we're very excited.
outstanding. Clarke, the CEO and president of CanCambria. These guys are on the launch pad. First production next year, first drilling next year. Thanks for coming and best of luck.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.